I actually want to get more information about studying abroad.
Expecting the knowledge that will help me in my little chase for study abroad.
A lot of people are not aware, but some small things that you think that are not significant can come back to haunt you in the future. As simple as that. And because of that, study abroad down the drain.
And that's one thing I tell people, whether you're going to UK or you're going to US or you're going to Canada, you don't have to actually even just look at the money. You don't have to actually look at the starting point. Those countries require patience because they will need you to actually walk yourself through the ladder.
And it was a good experience.
I've been able to be enlightened more.
It was like peer-to-peer. You get to ask questions and get answers.
It has been very informative for me, a good experience. It was very organized.
I'll be checking out the website, Union College website after this. Thank you very much for coming to Port Harcourt.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our webinar with St. Clair College today. Vinny, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you for joining us today, everyone, wherever you are joining from, Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, wherever you are joining us from today. Thank you for taking out time to us. Also, Vinny, we really appreciate you for also taking out time to come and talk to us about your prestigious college, St. Clair College. A lot of our clients our students we've been preaching St. Clair to them and they've been really interested. So we thought you should come and tell us about St. Clair College. Give us more information about St. Clair College, and that is why we have scheduled this webinar today. So not to waste too much of our time, so I'll let you take over with your presentation and let us know what St. Clair College is all about. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sammy. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for taking your time today and joining this webinar. I'll be presenting today, talking more about school, location, what we offer, scholarships, and more. So before I get there or I begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Vinay Khatikala. I'm an international recruitment officer here at the college. I'm based out of Windsor, Ontario, and I oversee the Africa, South Asia markets, and I am the point of contact. If you need anything here at the college, I'm always would like to meet students in person, say hi, hello, or if there's any concerns, you could always come see me. Yeah, I would like to save more time for my presentation. You could hold off all your questions towards the end of the presentation. Our friends from Uni College Link or Skynet will address all your questions towards the end of the presentation. And feel free to ask any questions you can think of, okay? All right, I'm gonna share my screen and start my presentation. Am I good to go, Sammy?
Yes, you are good to go. Yes, you're good to go.
Thank you. Presentation. Can you guys all see the presentation?
Yes, the screen is visible. Can see the screen.
Great. I'm gonna hide this little screen here. All right, so the picture that you guys are seeing before I begin it, that's a picture of the campus. I know most of the colleges in Ontario, Canada, are kind of scattered by school, but we are more kind of like university style with infrastructure. The way that we present our schools, everything is in one location. As you could see, the football field, softball field, there's tennis field right behind. The one you see far behind is all of our campuses, main campus, health sciences. I know it's kind of not very good picture to see the buildings behind, but I was just kind of wanting to take this opportunity to describe what we have. We can probably go over those in more pictures in the presentation. Anyway, so that's the beauty of the school. Wait, why is it not moving? There we go. Like I said, my name is Vinay Katikala. I work at the international office here at Clair College. It's been almost 8-9 years me spending time here at the college. I was a former international student almost nine years ago. And I began working here at the college right after I graduated. I worked a little bit in IT, then did my MBA from UK, and then I started working at the international office. And I'm still in Windsor. So I am the live example and alumni example here for you. All right. Some of you may be wondering where we are location-wise. So Windsor, as you could see in the map, Windsor is located at the southernmost part of Canada, in the province of Ontario. So Ontario is a state, Windsor is a city. A lot of people say we are, if you could see me moving the cursor, a lot of people say we are end of Canada, but I always like to say the beginning of Canada. So we are right at the border of the United States. Where you see the Detroit and the point where we located is probably 5-10 minutes drive. So Windsor was a small city when I started living in Windsor, but it's not a small city anymore. It's a mid-sized city, has a population of about 230,000 people. And Windsor Essex County has a total of 450,000. So half of North America's population is within a 10-hour drive from Windsor. North America includes Canada and United States, right? So Windsor is considered as automotive capital of Canada. Keeping the location in mind, the bridge that connects Ambassador Bridge, and they're building up with a new bridge right now. Every day there is about 400 million, almost 325 to 400 million dollars of merchandise goes back and forth every day. That's 1/3 of all Canadian US trade. That's huge. So keeping that location in mind, there's a lot of manufacturing and automotive plants and health sciences. Windsor is a hub for those, especially automotive and manufacturing. That's why Windsor's got another name, which is Automotive Capital of Canada. We are also the 4th multicultural city in Canada. The only top 3 above us is the biggest cities like Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, and we are the 4th. So that's a very interesting fact to look at when someone is planning to go abroad. Diversification is always been a key in the Windsor Essex city. There is people from more than 80 ethnicities, right? And we also keep that diversification in terms of ethnicities inside the college as well. When there could be staff, teachers, students, we always have a mix of everybody. It's not fully one nation. It's not fully one country, one ethnicity. we always have a really good mix all the time. Even for, the fact that every culture has different, things to look at. Even our faculties, teachers, professors come from different ethnicities to make sure all the concerns are are understood in a very nicely manner, so that we could help students in a better way. So that's always been a key as a school and as a city. We welcome all students and families and people from all over the world. African market has been growing so much. And after, I think, South Asia, Africa is leading in the city. So community-wise, African community is growing massively, which is really good. We as a school always try to keep up those relationships with the communities around the city, so that if there's any issue or any concern, homesickness, we always direct students to those communities to seek for more help. So I always try to encourage to stay connected with friends and communities from where you come from, or even just international office, just one stop for everything, right? So you could just stop by and ask for help. So that's where we are. There's more about city. The top picture is from the United States. Ford Field, which is massive next door. The picture on the bottom, the sky wheel is Windsor. And the one below is Detroit skyline. So Windsor has the warmest weathers and falls in Canada. So we always enjoy long summers, with average high temperature of 28 and low as 20. So that's really warm. Sometimes it goes to 30, 35. It could get really hot. So warm weathers, we always enjoy those long summers. 7 probably months of short sleeve weather, I would say, but the rest is kind of warm. One of the key elements for students, when they choose the destination to go is affordability, especially being student. Affordability is a key. So Windsor is very affordable that way. Cities like Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, bigger cities, is 3 times more expensive than Windsor. So that way we are very, very affordable city. On an average, a room rental is about $650. That should include everything. So that's very cheap. With $650, you get your own room, with fully furnished, common kitchen probably, but you get your bed, your reading table, chair, all that stuff is included. That's very affordable to me, because you go to Toronto or Vancouver or Calgary, bigger cities, $650, you kind of like have to share probably room with other students, So, and 1-bedroom apartment is $1,500 approximately. Windsor, it's a small city, but has it all. I know it's a small city. It's not a small city anymore. It's a mid-sized city. We don't have to go to bigger cities to buy anything, I need to buy this. Does Windsor have it? No, I have to drive to Toronto or maybe go to States to get it. No, we are small, where you could find everything. So our vibrant nightlife includes live entertainment with renowned musicians, movie theaters, stage performances, multiple pubs, lounges, cocktails, and nightclubs. Small city lifestyle with big city amenities. Like I said, we are small, but whatever big cities got, we have it. We have direct access to Detroit, United States, major league sports, concerts, art galleries, casinos, and vibrant downtown entertainment district. Like I said, entertainment-wise, you don't have to drive like 5 hours, 4 hours to the bigger city. Once you're a student, completes 1 semester's With us, you could, as a student, you could apply for a visa to go to United States as a visitor, even to fly home, to eat more authentic food, more live entertainment. You could always go to States and for more cheap, right? So Windsor has that flexibility. Windsor is a safe city for entertainment, to go home, flight tickets from Detroit to back home. It's very, very affordable. We also, as a city, we always continue developing the city as a whole in terms of construction of the new Gordie Howe International Bridge that connects from United States to Canada. That's almost done. It could be open probably in the next year or two. That's a brand new, beautiful bridge. It's very close to finish. Windsor has also signed up for the first electric battery plant in Canada. So they've invested $5.5 billion on that project. That creates thousands of jobs. There's also developments with mega hospital that's coming up in Windsor. Worth of the investment is, I think, estimated $2 billion. So hospitals, new battery plant, Amazon warehouses coming, new bridge. There is a lot of developments that's happening that creates lots of jobs for students and graduates in your respective fields. All right, coming to the programs, we have so like I said before, we located in Windsor, right? And that the state we located in is Ontario, and we are one of the public schools in Ontario. We are not private, we are public. That was founded in 1966. And it's home to over 12,000 domestic and 7,000 international, 12,000 students as a whole, 7,000 domestic and 5,000 international students. So we're not a small school. 5,000 international students and 7,000 domestic is huge. Clair College has so much to offer. Over 80 programs to choose from. A quality education that will prepare you for your chosen career path. A learning environment that will support you. Campus life that is welcoming and provides you with lots of extracurricular activities. Professional faculty that we have who knows their program, their industry, and have great contacts in the community. Most of the teachers that teach here come from the industry or have an experience in the past with industries. So they know what to deliver, right? It's not a university style, it's not more theory. Every course that you take has hands-on, has lab aspect, has lab aspect to it, and so that every course is at least half portion is hands-on, so that applied education that we teach is all about you finding a job after. Even keeping that applied education, the format that we teach, employers prefer more college graduates than universities. So the employment rate is very, very high. Relevant hands-on knowledge, like I said, and skills training that you set up for success. Clair College has grown tremendously over the past 13 years. State-of-the-art labs for students studying in our health sciences programs, modern lab space for our skill trade programs, outstanding gym and fitness centers facilities on our campuses in Windsor and Chatham. And we have few on-campus residences that provide all the amenities needed to have a great campus experience. So there are some programs that we bundled with the residents. I'm going to share all that information with our partners, Skynet or Uni College Link. What programs has mandatory on-campus stay? The idea for us doing that is one of the key challenges for any international students during the transition period is to find a place to live, right? So finding a place to live is always been a challenge. And then we came up with an idea that that accommodation we have to provide to students on campus. And we chose some programs and called them as mandatory. The idea for doing that is to help students out with accommodation, not to have any challenges when they arrive, especially in the winter, in winter semesters. Those are the few calendars and activities on the right that you could see. There's some activities all the time, every month, every week, happening on campus and off campus. So you'll be notified when you log in as a student. We always encourage students to be active and be connected with other students and teachers and staff members on campus so that your network will be built and you'll have a bright future here at the college. Some of the pictures on the right is the one on the top is one of the angles from the main campus view. The one below is our massive gym with fully equipped. The picture at the bottom is a student life center where usually we host the events. There are more than a few reasons to choose us. We want to make sure that you're successful. That's why we offer comprehensive, student services, including tutoring, academic and career counseling, disability services, accommodation plans, like I said before, and many more. These services are here to help you succeed. So these are all included in your tuition. The only thing that you need to do to avail these services is ask. Any issue, any problem, any information, the solution is there. The only thing you need to do is ask. So once you ask, we'll direct you to the right department where you could seek help and be successful. There's a lot of scholarships and bursaries available. We always give students some sort of scholarships. There's different kinds to help students in terms of scholarships and bursaries. We will talk more about those after. If you're really good in any sports, athletic, there is some scholarships, varsity scholarships that we give out to athletes. We have about 14 varsity sports teams with us, from fastball to curling, basketball, volleyball, badminton, cross country. So if you are an athlete, you think really good at these sports, you'll be eligible $1,500 scholarship per semester. The only thing you need to do is send us a quick video of your game, and then we forward that to our coaches. Once they think you could make the team, we'll get back to you. Once the visa is up, you come here and the scholarship is there. There's also a large 300-seat computer lab and wireless internet and 7 meeting rooms for student clubs and project work. So we don't compromise on our infrastructure. We always try to develop and continuously develop with those infrastructure that students need. And one of them is a large 300-seat computer lab that we have for students. 7 large meeting rooms for student clubs, any project works that you want to do. Active program clubs where students compete at a provincial and national level. There's always some activities that's been happening on campus with programs. For example, if you're applying into esports program, there is competitions and happening all the time. If you're really good at playing sport games, video games, I assume, you'll be entitled for a scholarship if you're really good at playing video games. That was surprising to me when program was newly launched. But the scholarships are huge for that program. We also have 2 residences on campus. We added 2 more recently. So we have kind of like 4 campuses, 4 on-campus residences here in Windsor. Complimentary hotel stay in Windsor is provided for 3 nights in your first semester. When you first arrive, if you don't want to stay on campus, but if your program is bundled with the residence, you don't have an option. It's mandatory. But if your program has no bundled option, residence option, then we could provide you a temporary 3-night stay for free of cost in one of the motels that we have partnership with. You could stay there for 3 nights and start looking for the places. I personally always encourage students to start looking before even leaving Canada. At least you have an idea. Don't make any transactions. Don't book any places unless you know somebody in person, or you have somebody that's helping you out, friend, cousin, relative, or somebody. But if you don't know anybody, don't make any transactions and reserve any place to live. But at least keep looking to get an idea what the place and budget is looking like. All right, so our tuition fees. The region that you're coming from, I believe it's all English-speaking countries, so EAP, English, or ESL is not needed. Our diplomas, certificates, and advanced diplomas, except degree and nursing, the tuition is pretty much the same. It's on an average, it's about $16,000 for 1 year. So if you're coming for a 2-year program, then double that amount, $32,000 for 2 years. But if you're applying to nursing program, it's a little bit higher. It's $18,000 for 1 year. The practical nursing program duration is of 2 years. So it's going to be for the entire program. The tuition is going to be $36,000. And the degree is $23,000 for each year. 23,000, yes. All right, so that's about the tuition fees. This is more about English requirements. We don't have to go through this. We can skip this part. If you're coming from an English-speaking country, you don't need English. All you need is NACO or WIAC scratch cards. As long as you upload those, our admissions team will look at the regions that you're coming from and exempt the English requirement automatically and look at those WIAC and NACO scratch cards. Scholarship. So those beautiful pictures on the left is our indoor gym, where we host sometimes provincials and nationals too, I guess. The picture in the middle is esports arena. We compete with other schools and sometimes outside Canada, which is United States as well. Our team, our esports team, does really, really good job, even in the performance. So we did really good in a few years. We still continue to recruit gamers. The scholarship of those in that program, like I mentioned before, is very, very huge. The picture at the bottom, as you've seen in the very first beginning picture, that's our football field. It's a brand new field. We invested almost about $20 million on that. So it's all the facilities on campus is free of cost for students. So different scholarships is EAP, exempted, excellence in global leadership. You don't need to apply for any of these. Our team, or if you're eligible to any of these scholarships, you need to apply, but you don't apply in advance. You'll get an email if you're selected to be eligible to any of these scholarships, and then the steps will be mentioned in the email for you to do next to be able to eligible to any of these scholarships. So academic excellence, bursaries, state universities for athletes, Saints esports program. Those are different types of scholarships that we have. That's in Spanish. We can ignore some of the pictures from the scholarship event nights from 23. These are athletes. Scholarships from different countries, Panama, Japan, Brazil. These are esports program scholarship holders from different parts of the world, Poland, Argentina, Nice. All right. Here comes one of the residence option, GEM residence. Keeping the time in mind, I'm going to rush a little bit here. That residence is right on campus. It's called GEM Residence, brand new. It's about $650 per month, and again, it can be bundled in the program that you apply. So it's all the tuition that you pay will be included with the GEM residence fee. So it's kind of shared basis. That's why it's more affordable. But when you're students, you need to connect and be active with others. You need to make friends, right? So sharing is kind of like helpful so that you don't feel alone, no homesick. You see fellow students. You'll have a roommate though, but it's not super crowded. It's like a one suite. 4 rooms and 2 per each room. You have 2 bathrooms, 1 common kitchen, and there's a huge kitchen in the main floor that you could if you want to cook your own food, you could do that as well. 100% completely safe. There's security 24/7. Laundry, kitchen is right on campus, and it's right on campus, so that's the beauty. You don't, especially during winters, you don't have to rely on public transportation. You could just walk like few minutes, and it's right there. There's also a service that the residents are really good at keeping those transportation services twice a week. They do a round trip to the shopping center. If you want to buy a grocery, do some shopping, they pick you up, drop you off, drop you off and then pick you up. They do that twice a week, which is really nice. Those are some of the pictures from the residence. Main lobby, so fully furnished. You get your bed fully furnished, closet, wardrobe, not a closet, wardrobe, and desk and a chair for reading purposes. It's very nice. That's the other residence that we have. We also have 2 more residences. We have very minimal pictures of those. But I'm going to present in the next presentation. I'm going to add those new residences. But this is the other one. It's more expensive, $950. The reason behind the price difference is this is kind of like more private, and that's kind of less private. So that's why there's an increase in price. You only have 2 students per suite. Same thing. 1 common kitchenette, 1 bathroom per suite. Security 24/7. All the amenities are included. Same twice a week round transportation to the shopping mall. Yeah, like I said, the only difference between this and this is kind of the price difference is due to privacy. This is Q Hall, which is Q Tinton Hall. The short form is Q Hall, is more private. GEM is a little bit less private. I like GEM more, to be honest. Some of the pictures from Q Tinton Hall and our staff members there. Nice place. So there's also so that this picture I was showing earlier, there's some nice facilities that we have. The softball field and football field, and the picture behind is the main campus. It's a beautiful campus. We're more like keeping the location in mind. I always tell our team and Skynet and Jay and everybody too, we're more university style. We're not college style anymore. The infrastructure that we have, the facilities that we have, it's massive. So it's not college, it's university style. We also have a campus in downtown by the lake, by the river, that connects the United States and Canada. We offer some programs in that campus, hospitality, media, and other programs in downtown as well. Journalism, music, arts, and theater. Those are offered in downtown campuses. This is one of the pictures from the campus. Again, esports gaming arena, very nice. Even if you don't compete as a player, you have a break. You want to play some games, video games. Rocket League, Fortnite, racing. All you need to do is to have a student card. Just come, swipe, and play games for fun. All right. I hope I covered pretty much everything. If I missed anything, please let me know, Sammy. But at this point, I'll open it up for the Q&A. One of our friends from Uni College Inc. or Skynet will read out the question, and I'll be answering those questions. But if there is anything else that you want to know that I didn't cover in the presentation, please feel free to ask, and I'm happy to answer.
All right, thank you very much, Vinny. Thank you very much for the awesome presentation. Yeah, just as you said, we have a couple of questions in the chat box. But before we go to the chat box, I would like to ask some questions myself. I'm sure a couple of us here will also want to know answers to those questions. Right. My first question would be, what are the job opportunities for students after they have completed their studies? Are they massive job opportunities? Because this is one of the things that students will always want to consider when picking a school to study. Are there job opportunities for me after I complete my study? So I would like to ask that first question.
For sure, that's a very good point, Sammy. There is before and after you graduate, right? While being a student, you're limited to work. Number of hours is limited, as you know. You can only work 20 hours a week. But students, it's not a massive, huge city like Toronto or Vancouver. Those bigger cities have been attracting students from a very long time, and those cities have been crowded. Having said that, the jobs that they're able to find is becoming low and low. So they're struggling. But we are kind of like in a safer zone. I know there's some negativity going around social media about jobs, but people are complaining about jobs, and again, nobody's staying home, so they must be doing something, right? When we did that analysis and trying to know with our alumni students too, they always, students always wants to arrive and find a job right away. But I don't recommend that to any students. Like I know job is essential to keep up your living expenses. Windsor is a city where jobs never been an issue while being a student. There's grocery stores, clothing stores, greenhouses. Like I said, all the developments, like I said in the presentation, everybody's hiring. All you need to do is, we cannot guarantee jobs to anybody because it depends on your skill set too. So you need to be active. So when students stop, I always encourage them to get used to the school schedule, class, transportation options, weather. All of these should be the first priority. And then jobs would follow after, right? So, but some students, sir, I need a job. Okay, when did you come? Last night. So you cannot find a job in overnight, you should spend some time on your resume. You come from a whole different country. Things are the way the employers see your resume, the formats, everything may be looking different. We have those services on campus. So build your resume, talk to some experts on campus. You could apply some jobs on campus as well. We have a lot of international students working on campus in food stores, coffee shops, landscaping in different areas. So graduates, obviously, it totally depends on your skill set. If you're really applying into very nice programs that you're choosing, jobs is never an issue.
Thank you very much for that. That's a lovely answer. My second question will be, are there, because another thing that students will want to consider is the number of years for their postgraduate work permit, which is the PGWP. So 3 years PGWP.
I lost you there, Sammy, but I think I understood what you mean. It's about the work permit duration and the program that they apply, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
So all of our programs that all of our programs that we offer to international students are eligible for PGWP. As of right now, if the rules, immigration rules don't change, you apply for 1 year, you get 1 year work permit. You apply for 2 years, that gives that you're eligible for a 3 year work permit after you graduate. So the programs that we offer to Students International are all eligible for PGWP, and the duration of PGWP depends on the duration of the program that you choose. I personally recommend to apply to all the programs that are very high demanded, because immigration websites and our experts from Sanmian Group can give you an insight on what the job demands in Canada are. I would apply to those programs based off that information. If you're just don't blindly apply any business program, any engineering program. No, do some homework, spend some time on our website, see what program descriptions are on the website, the courses that we have, the employment opportunity of that program, which everything is mentioned on our website. So all you need to do is click the website, have a look at it. And you could compare those with the statistics outside with immigration websites that we have to see if there's huge list of jobs areas that Canada is looking for. We need more and more people in few areas, few industries. Do that homework, seek some help. Skynet is one of the top agents that we work with. It's the best. They're always there to help. And if you are attending this session and wants to apply to us, and if you're going through Skynet, you could apply to us for free. This offer is only through Skynet. And again, the reason for me to do that is they know what they're doing. The stuff they're doing to help students out, the way they help students, they just don't do this with a business view. They just do this to help you succeed. That's their motive. So seek their help. Ask what programs gives you a better future. They're always there to help. The advice that they give you will be 100% true. You could quote me on that. So
Thank you very much for Vinny. So you guys have heard Vinny. It's the best. So I'll move to the chat box now. We have a couple of questions.
sorry, Sammy. I don't know if it's just me or in general. I'm losing in between. You're cutting out. Hello?
I hope we're able to take all. For PCA, I'm guessing now.
You're a little bit better, yeah.
Okay, great. So I'll be taking some questions from the chat box now. My first question will be, what is the tuition deposit for PCA? PCA will be personal care assistant. Am I correct?
PSW? Yeah.
Yes.
Personal support worker. The tuition deposit is the minimum is $3,000. So the first semester tuition is about $8,000. So we break that down into two, asking for $3,000 as the first deposit, and then a few weeks after we ask for $5,000 deposit. That's to kind of help you guys, keeping the bank systems and the dollars in the home country in mind. We came up with this plan to split the first semester payment into two. So you need to pay the first deposit $3,000, and that will allow you to get even the document from Ontario called PAL, Provincial Attestation Letter. which you need for visa purposes, is also provided with a $3,000 deposit.
All right, thank you very much. The second question will be for international students to study for human resource for May admission.
I lost you at the end. Human resource management. I think I lost you, Sammy. Hello? Okay. I think Sammy is going to rejoin. I will take some questions here. 1 year. So what are the documents that required for 1 year diploma course? So 1 year is called certificates, and again, it depends on the level that you apply. 1 year postgrad, any postgrad 1 year programs need a degree, transcript, and the completion degree completion, which is provincial letter. And then obviously your English proficiency, we don't need it, but just your WAEC or NICO, WAC, AEC, or NECO. Those are the only required documents for you to apply. Obviously, your passport copy as well. After 1 year certificate program, what are the chances of PGWP? As of right now, 1 year gives you 1 year, 2 years and above gives you 3 year. Sorry, not gives you, that's probably not the right term. After successful completion of 1 year, you will be eligible for a 1 year program. Successful completion of a 2 year and above duration program you'll be eligible for a 3 year PGWP. I always recommend 2 year and above, because with PGWP, you will get only once in a lifetime, so you can reapply again. So by studying 2 year program, you will have 3 years. You'll be eligible for a 3 year work permit, where you'll have plenty of time to explore, find a job, work. You need to work for some duration to be able to apply for to be a permanent resident. To keep all that timeline in mind, I always recommend to apply for 2 years or more, unless if there is 1 year programs that has direct PR pathway option, where our friends from Skynet can help you guys out in choosing those programs. But I personally recommend 2 years duration and above. So next one. Hi, Mr. Chief.
Hi, Vinny. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm
I know
good.
Sammy had some connectivity issues, so I'm taking up the questions, which is fine.
Yes, I could see that, and I could actually join to take the questions for you.
Okay.
Yeah, and thanks so much for providing all the responses.
No problem. So I'll probably take the last one. Kindly
Okay.
consider an extension of resumption for students awaiting for IRCC decisions who accept to resume today. Yeah, so classes begin today, but again, we can provide you some extension about 3 weeks. So I'll formally confirm with my bosses, and I'll let our Skynet team know with the deadline. But again, the teachers won't teach you again from the beginning. It's on you to make up all the missed classes. I know you're waiting. It's not your fault. You're waiting for IRCC. But worst thing that can happen is deferring your application to January, And then whenever you have the decision from IRCC, you could come for January semester instead of September. That's probably the worst that's going to happen. But there is a deadline, right? After missing certain amount of classes, you cannot be able to write any exams. So based on that formula, there is some number of dates only that you can miss classes. So I will let the team know and be updated. We'll update the team how many number of days that you can actually miss and still continue the program. If you get your visa before that, within that time, that's fine. If not, you'll have to defer your intake to the next semester.
Right. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Vinny. And hopefully a decision comes for those students as quickly as possible because as we discussed earlier, there are a lot of students that are still waiting for decisions from IRCC, and unfortunately that this at towards the end, the processing time
has been increased, right?
Increased, yeah. Like a couple of months ago it was like 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
Yeah.
But right now it's going up to like 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 9 weeks.
Yeah, very unfortunate. But again, we always try our best to bring you here. So we're not going to say no. But again, if you miss, for example, a month classes,
yeah,
and the next 6th week, you may probably have to write an exam. How can you write an exam without being in a class for not even a day, So for your own good, academically, we want you to, do good and be successful. Keeping all in mind, we have to come up with a date, right? So.
Right, sounds good. So we have one more question here. Someone says, I've applied through the OCAS platform before I got to know about Skynet. Is there like an exception to how I could get this offer if offered admission?
Yes. So if you apply on your own, now you want Skynet to represent you, or you want some help from them for the rest of the process, we could definitely do that. Just email the staff from Skynet with your application number, student ID, and I'll get in touch with them and I'll add your profile to their agency so that they could see as well. So I'm going to tag Skynet agency to your profile so that they can represent you.
All right, that sounds amazing. Thank you, Vinny. So please just reach out to us. Christine, can you drop an email for is it Margaret or I think it's Abdullah, so that you can reach out with this student ID.
Okay. All right, sir.
So Vinny, I wanted to actually ask a quick question as well myself. Regarding fast track programs, because I actually saw some students discussing about these a couple of days ago. I believe St. Clair has a couple of programs that are fast track, right? Instead of being 2 years, they're taking them maybe in 12 months or 13 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a couple fast track, one in early childhood education, one in engineering. But I always wondered, I would probably have to rely on you guys because it's immigration piece.
Yeah.
The duration of the work permit after they graduate. As far as I understand, 4 semesters and above will be eligible for a 3-year work permit. So even if it's a fast track, the diploma is going to say 2-year Ontario College diploma, but the transcripts will be only maybe 2 semesters or 3.
3 semesters here, most times, yeah.
So if you had experience with those 3-semester graduates being successful with the 3-year PGWP, our programs will be eligible for those as well.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, we have a couple of students that have attended those programs in other schools, and in the past they have always gotten 3 years postgraduate work permits. But I don't know if
3 semesters.
Yeah, 3 semesters. That's the minimum.
Yeah, so it's nationwide. It's immigration, right? So if other schools are able to get the PGWP for 3 years for a 3-semester program, we should be able to because we are a public school as well. So yeah.
Thank you so much. So someone is asking, when is May 2025 admission opening for international students? I believe that is already open, so I could just answer that. So just shoot an email to us to info@skynetconsult.com and you will get a support, or check the portal unicollegelink.com. You could actually put in your application and your documents, year to get started.
Yeah. I also put all the a list of programs together. I'm gonna email that after I'm done today so that you guys have it.
Yeah, thank you. Then someone is asking, can we know the programs that requires on-campus living? So the bundled programs for on-campus living.
Yeah, so there are the bundle programs. I'm referring to the website here because there are 2 residences that's been added. So bear with me for a second here. I should have memorized by now already, but all right. So there's 3 residences. There's 5 in total actually across 2 campuses. GEM, as you guys seen, Whittington Hall, you guys have seen. There's also Saints Residence, that's new. That's also in Windsor, Ontario. Lab Residence and Chatham Residence are in Chatham programs. So what I'll do is I'll put this list together after I discuss, so that you guys, so that our friends from Skynet have it, and then they could communicate with you guys on what programs. So the GEM residence is bundled with computer systems technician, construction engineering technician, and robotics. I'm gonna copy these and put it in the chat so that if anybody missed my voice or something, and if I'm not clear, you could always refer to the chat. So I put GEM, those programs, all right? And Saints residence is only 2, which is public relations and tourism and travel.
Okay.
And Chatham campus residence, which is the LAR residence, if you're applying to any program in Chatham, then the residence piece is bundled.
Okay.
So these are the 3 residences for international students only.
All right. Then as well as healthcare programs as well, I think you said some healthcare programs were bundled as well.
Some healthcare?
Healthcare, yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to nursing in Chatham or development social worker in Chatham, any program in Chatham is bundled.
Okay.
But Windsor Health Services is not bundled yet. It's only
it's only in Chatham.
Only in Chatham, yes.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Then one more question here. Do you have construction management courses or programs?
Yes. We have 2. One is undergrad program. If you haven't done your undergrad, if you are coming from high school, we have construction engineering technician, which is for 2 years that we have. And if you're already a graduate, we have construction project management, which is of 1 year. We have 2 construction project management. There's also a 3-year advanced diploma, civil engineering technology. So there's actually 3.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. I think that is the last question. Yeah. Okay, I think there's one more question here. We'll take this last one.
Okay.
Is there a 2-year program for either continuing care assistant or personal support worker? I think the direct answer is no. Personal support worker is a 1-year program, and as well as personal support worker is 1-year program, and they don't have continuing care in St. Clair College. Basically, like some schools call it continuing care assistant, while some schools call it personal support worker. So they're more like the same program. But again, the program is a 1-year program. You could take it for 1 year, then after taking it, you could take another 1-year program. I'm also trying to recommend and encourage a lot of people to actually go into medical lab assistant, pharmacy technician, or pharmacy assistant. Those are amazing programs with amazing career. You could work for a couple of years as a pharmacy technician, and also try to like upgrade your degree by going back to school and try to become a pharmacist or try to become a medical lab technologist by taking more programs or more years in school. So those are very fantastic careers that I encourage students to actually also explore. Again, just to round up, St. Clair is an amazing school. If you are looking at like, studying in Canada or in Ontario, Windsor, Chatham is one of like the best location, very affordable, a lot of opportunities, especially like for people that are looking into like going into the engineering field, construction field. There's a lot. I was in the campus a couple of weeks ago to see Vinny and to see the campus and see the city, and trust me when I say there's a lot and a lot of opportunities there. So do well to check it out. Send us an email, book consultation with us, so that we could talk more about these programs and these offerings with you. And yeah, we'll be happy to support you. So I think that's it, Vinny. Any final words before we go?
No, like I said before, she's an amazing team. Not just saying because I'm working with them, right? So I met Jay and the entire team a few times already in person. They know what they're doing. They're experts in this industry. They're leading consultants in the market right now. I've been very pleased with their work. And whoever comes in my office, knocks my door from Africa, I need some help, I always call Jay. And even the phone doesn't ring in the second ring, toot toot, and then he goes, "How may I help you?" So they've been very, very active. Seek their help if you are again attending this session and interested to apply. See, you could contact them, and then we could waive the application fee. So you can apply. If you're attending this session and wanting to apply, you can apply for free.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Vinny. And yeah, that's also a add-on bonus. If you attended the session, please reach out and you will get the waiver. All you have to do is shoot us an email and we'll send a waiver code to you. You won't have to actually pay for application fee to process your application for either January or May 2025 intake. Okay, thanks so much, Vinny, and thanks everybody. I will see you
Thanks
later.
for having me. Thank you everyone for joining. If you're applying and get your visa, please stop by and see me. Say hi, hello. Hey, I saw you in the video call that day, so I love to have those chats. Anything else? Our folks from Skynet will handhold you till the last step. So highly recommend them. Have a good night. Good day, everybody.
Bye bye.